What's up guys, it's Ryzeal here, back at it again with another amazing video on the channel. So, right on the money, right on schedule, we have a brand new video for you guys. And before we get into it, I just want to say, if you do enjoy this type of content, make sure you obliterate the like button to let me know to make more of this. Share your thoughts down in the comment section down below as I reply to every single one. And if you guys are new around here or you enjoy my beautiful face, make sure to subscribe as we are aiming for 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. Also, if you guys want to support the channel a bit further or you guys want to meet and duel me, make sure to check out the Discord server links all over the channel. Get yourself in there, get yourself dueling against me. Well, that's enough of me. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so starting off with the Time Thief part of our Time Thief Ryzeal deck profile, we got the triple of the Time Thief Regulator. Now, he is the best Time Thief card. Why? If you control another monsters, you contribute this card, special summon 2 Time Thief monsters with different names from your deck in defense position. So it immediately goes into an Xyz, and the targets you are summoning have the ability to either grab you more cards or act as extension pieces or Foolish Burial. So absolutely insane in Ryzeal. I don't know why this engine isn't being spoken about a lot. I know the Do engine is very, very good, but this I just want to put out there is a alternative engine that is dirt cheap and that not a lot of people are talking about. Also, when an Xyz monster you control is destroyed by battle while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. And that is beautiful to hear in an Xyz deck, because keep in mind that banish when leaves the field doesn't apply if they are used as Xyz material. So he's effectively a rescue rabbit for 2 Time Thief monsters. And one of your better targets you have is your Time Thief Winder. On normal or special, is going to be able to add you any Time Thief card from your deck to your hand, which is absolutely insane because you can add your trap, which is a counter trap, and it's an Omni Negate, which is fantastic. You can detach one material from an Xyz monster you control, special summon this card from your hand. So even if you open this card, you can use him as an extension piece simply by detaching a material, which the Ryzeals do very, very well. They put a lot of materials on a lot of things. We have 1 Time Thief Adjuster. Again, I play this card not because she can special summon out from the hand when you normal or special a Time Thief, but because if this card is normal or special, you can send a Time Thief card from your deck to the grave. So as a Foolish Burial, and a really good Foolish Burial target we have is the Time Thief Bezel Ship. Why? Because if it's in the grave, you can detach 1 material from an Xyz monster you control, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it just becomes another extension piece, another card that can summon itself and be a level 4 for an extra Xyz summon. Also, on a quick effect, you contribute this card, target a Time Thief Xyz monster you control, attach 1 card from your opponent's graveyard to that monster as material. Super relevant in the Mitsurugi format. If they tribute something for cost, chain, bezel ship, attach what they tributed, and then it will no longer get its tribute effect, which is absolutely insane. We really, really love that. For the spell, 1 Time Thief startup, simply because you can special summon a Time Thief monster from your hand. In some scenarios where you're going to be summoning the Time Thief Winder, you can search for the Time Thief startup. If you have other Time Thieves in your hand, use it, get a Time Thief out of your hand and go into an Xyz play. You can banish this card from the grave, target 1 Time Thief Xyz monster you control, attach 3 Time Thief cards of different types, a monster spell trap from your graveyard to that monster as material. Very, very relevant because, as you know, Redoer, if it has a trap attached, becomes a quick effect compulse. We have 1 Time Thief Retrograde, simply because you can search this with the Winder and then do your full Ryzeal combo, because you can go Winder and Bezel Ship or Winder and Adjuster, and then Winder search counter trap, go into full Ryzeal combo, and then end on a Ryzeal detonator with a Time Thief Redoer, and then you have the counter trap to back it up. So what does it do when a spell trap card is activated while you control a Time Thief Xyz? Negate the activation, and if you do attach that card to a Time Thief Xyz monster you control as material. Again, if you negate a spell, it equips the spell to your Redoer, and then that generates a draw, which is amazing. And for the last card, we have a Time Thief Flyback. We play this simply because it's going to be able to, in the graveyard, act as another disruption. But if you do draw it, you can target a Time Thief Xyz you control, attach a Time Thief card from your hand or deck to it as material, which can be the retrograde or the startup, giving you a draw or a bounce. But if it's in the grave, you can banish this card, target a Time Thief Xyz you control, attach one card from your opponent's grave to it as material. Again, another really insane effect, because you can attach stuff that wants to be in the grave on a non-targeting effect, which is super nice. So that wraps up our Time Thief cards. I am super happy with this engine in a deck like Ryzeal, being a very good supplementary engine to get extra bodies and disruptions onto the field. Onto the Ryzeal engine, I'm going to skim past this bit because I think we all are sick of seeing Ryzeal. We have double Ice Ryzeal, double Sword Ryzeal, because these are at 2. Ice Ryzeal being the best normal summon in the deck. On normal or special being, on normal being able to special a Ryzeal monster from your deck, and all of the Ryzeals share the ability to special summon themselves via different methods. The double Sword and Ice, because they are at 2 in the ban list. We have 1 Star Ryzeal. I still think it's worth playing Star, simply because he gives you easy access to Cross or to stuff like Plug-in and Plasma Hole, which we do play, because it is still a fairly pure Ryzeal build, apart from the Time Thief stuff. And I really like the Star. We have the 1X, freshly limited. It's too good of a card. Going second, this card is so free, able to dump something to gain you that advantage immediately and chain block its effect. It's too good. We also play 1 Node, simply because if we open some Time Thief cards, it is very good with Node and with Ice to special summon them and pitch those Time Thieves out of the hand, and we can use them later. For example, if you open stuff like the Bezel Ship, you can immediately just get it out your hand and then reborn it by detaching a material. For the spells and traps, 1 Ryzeal Cross card is insane. It is a negate on resolution, meaning you can negate at any point during a chain link, and it also puts back 2 Ryzeal cards and draws you a card, which is important when there's only 1X, so do keep that in mind. 1 Ryzeal plugin, simply because you can target an Xyz or a Ryzeal that is banished on your grave, special it, and then you can attach a Ryzeal card from your deck to 1 rank 4 Xyz monster you control. So again, very clutch. And we play the 1 Ryzeal Plasma Hole, because it targets face-up cards opponent controls up to the number of Ryzeal Xyz monsters you control and destroys them. Then you can attach a Ryzeal card from your grave to a rank 4 Xyz you control. You can banish this card from your grave. Immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon an Xyz monster using monsters you control, including a Ryzeal. And this doesn't have to be a Ryzeal Xyz, it can be any Xyz, so you can bridge back into your Time Thief stuff with this, which is really nice. So that is it for the Ryzeal bits. Let's get on to the consistency, and you guys are expecting it. Yeah, triple 7th Tachyon, because you can search any light Ryzeal with it, and why wouldn't we want to search Ice or X'd? Triple Ascension, so a searcher for the searcher, that's going to be a searcher. Ascension searches Tachyon, Tachyon searches the Ice or the X'd, and we also have the 1 Bonfire to grab all of our Pyro Ryzeals, so that includes stuff like Ice, that includes stuff like, I believe, X as well. And yeah, just more consistency. And then, of course, the 1 Call by the Grave, because hand traps can be annoying, especially stuff like Full Loss. So we want to be playing the Call by. And moving on to the hand traps, we have, here we go, Triple Ash, because it's a great counter to the Charmies. Triple Bell, this should be Full Loss, but I haven't got Full Loss at the moment. It's currently in the mail, so you can just replace Bell or Droll with Full Loss. I do believe Full Loss is a mainstay, but then you can play the Bell or the Droll. Both are good in certain matchups. I think Droll is just better overall, so I'm leaning towards cutting the Bell and putting the Full Losses in. And of course we have the Triple Imperm as well. The hand traps are very subjective. They change even in a format like this where we know what the best deck is. Apparently it's Odeon Primite, believe it or not. But seriously, stuff like Mitsurugi and stuff is going to be good, but you just don't know how innovation is going to take place and how hand traps are going to evolve, and you're going to need to change your hand trap ratios based on how the format goes. So for the hand traps, always take it with a pinch of salt, except for Loss, that 100% needs to be in there. That is the main deck. It is 40 cards. Let's move on now into the extra deck. Starting off with the extra deck here, we're going to go double Duo Drive, because this allows us to bridge from our Time Thief into the Ryzeal cards. So it takes 2 level 4 monsters, and for each material this card has, monsters you control gain 100 attack, and monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack. On its special summon, you can attach a Ryzeal from your grave, so do keep that in mind. During your main phase, you can detach 2 materials and add 2 Ryzeal cards with different names from your deck to your hand. So this is how you bridge from Time Thieves into the Ryzeal. So absolutely insane. We'd love to see it. We of course have the 1 detonator because it's at 1. This is the boss monster of Ryzeal's. 2+ level 4 Ryzeal monsters, and then anytime your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach a material, target a card in the field, destroy, and that is not once per turn. On its special summon, it's going to be able to attach any monster from the graveyard to it as material, which is really cool if you can put stuff like your Eclipse Twins in there, or your Mirror Logic Aggregator to get extra disruption from the stuff you attach. And if an Xyz monster you control would be destroyed without the card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. This card does absolutely everything. It is so crucial for the deck. We play 1 Time Thief Ryzeal, one of the bad boys, simply because you only really need him at 1. What does he do? He does many things. During the standby, he's going to attach the top card of your opponent's deck to himself as material. Then on a quick effect, you can detach up to 3 different types of material from this card and apply the following effects. If you detach a monster, it's going to banish itself to the end phase, useful if you don't want it to be outed by any type of card. If you detach a spell, you're going to draw a card. If you detach a trap, you're going to place 1 face-up card your opponent controls to the top of their deck. So it is better than a compulse, because it's going to be basically stacking their top deck and they need to out it. And he becomes a big problem the more turns he's left unchecked, because even if he's just equipping materials and he gets 5-6 materials, you can just attack and make a Mega Zeus with him. So do keep that in mind. We also play the 1 Time Thief Double Barrel. This is like your Redoer, except if you want to go for negates, you make the double barrel. Again, same premise as Redoer, detach up to 3 different types. If you detach a monster, this card gains 400 attack. If you detach a spell, you take control of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase. And if you detach a trap, you can negate the effect of 1 face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. So it's like a Snatch Steal and an Imperm all in one. So really nice card if you can get those different types of materials attached to it. For the generic rank 4s, 1 Dugaris, because again, multiple effects. This is like the theme now with this deck. Detach 2 materials, you can draw 2 cards, discard 1, special summon a monster from the grave, or double the damage that 1 monster will deal this turn. And then you have to skip the appropriate phases, being draw phase, main phase, or the battle phase, but a really clutch card. We play 1 Daigusto Emerald, simply because sometimes you just want to recycle the 1x, so you play the Daigusto. It targets 3 monsters in the grave, shuffle all 3 into the deck, and you draw a card. Simple as that. Takes 2 level 4s. 1 Castel. He's a good card, however the fact he's a winged beast gives you a win condition in games 2 and 3, meaning that you can side in your Harpy's Featherstorms and Thrusts and basically make a Castel and then turn skip your opponent, which is the reason we play him. But if you are going to make him in isolation, he is a Book of Moon or a Phoenix Wing Blast, I believe, because he puts a card into the deck and then shuffles the deck, or you detach 1 material and Book of Moon a monster. So he's a good card either way, but the fact he's a winged beast is just the cherry on top. 1 Exciton. It's a shame that we don't have any Fiendsmith stuff. You can play Fiendsmith Ryzeal. I'm just playing Time Thief Ryzeal instead, but this card is really good anyway as like a mini board wipe. If your opponent isn't prepared for it, they're going to lose a lot of cards. 1 Eclipse Twins. It is mandatory to play this card because you send it with X and then equip it. And basically, if this card is sent to the grave, target 2 other rank 4 or lower Xyz monsters you control, detach 1 of them, and attach the other to it as material. So if they do out your detonator and this is attached to it, you're going to be able to reborn the detonator and give it an immediate material, and then the detonator is going to be able on special to equip again, so you get 2 more pops. For the big Xyz bodies, we have the Zeus, because this is an Xyz deck, and the Typhon, not because this is an Xyz deck, but because you get Xyz locked a lot, and this helps to deal with problematic monsters. 1 Mirror Logic Aggregator, simply because you can send this with X, negate something going second, or send it with X going first, and then attach it with Ryzeal Detonator and have a negation alongside a pop. And then our 7 Tachyon targets, we have number 104 Masquerade and number C102 Archfiend Seraph. So number 104 Masquerade is to search the Ryzeals, and number C102 is to search the Lancia, because I still think it's a good idea to have at least 1 Lancia in the side deck, simply because stuff like Lunar Lights, stuff like Malice is still around, so Lancia has good matchups into those cards. So that is the end of this Time Thief Ryzeal deck profile. I hope you guys did enjoy. my take on this sort of, I like to say it's like a unique take on the deck, although I think because of Genesis, a lot of people are looking into Time Thief and Ryzeals. In fact, I do have a Genesis profile, or should have a Genesis profile up by the time this video launches. It should have gone up a couple of weeks ago. I do try to space them out. So make sure you do give that a look if you want to play this exact deck, or Time Thief Ryzeal in Genesis format. Obviously, a lot of changes would have had to happen, but if you are interested, make sure that you do give a look to that. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure you smash the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. And I'll catch you all in the next video. But remember to stay rogue.
It's time! Let's go!